All right, hey, how you doing? Hello and welcome back. This is number 11 in our series of 12 of How Cool is Paragon Chiropractic? All right, so we're going to have Dr. Abby read, and I'll make some comments here and there, and we'll try and keep it under 10 minutes.
All right, here we go. Hello. All right, well, thank you for following along.
Yeah.
True confession time. These past several blogs have been the brainchild of a great deal of frustration and unhappiness with trying to get help from healthcare facilities.
Yeah, I've had to make some phone calls for relatives, and oh my gosh, at other doctors' offices and stuff, and you can't get a hold of nobody. At any rate, go ahead.
No one will simply pick up their phone.
How about that?
A simple 30-second phone cycle takes almost 30 minutes all told, especially with hanging up and trying to call back later in the day. We hear recordings of how important we are and how even more important our health and wellness is to the facility.
Yes.
And then we have to leave a message or are told to go online and open an account.
Yeah, which you can't do because their website doesn't work. But remember, as long as you know that you are very important to all these people who don't have any time for you. Yeah.
No help.
No help, man.
Dr. Diane and I have been trying to help relatives who are not doing so well, relatives who are in their mid to late 80s, relatives who do not possess the faculties to play the phone game with facilities whose help they truly need. It's just awful.
It really is. I mean, I've got some patience, but wow, push this button, do this, do that, and all the rest of the stuff. And, my mom, she just clicks, done. I guess I'm okay. She's not going to do it. And it's just, well, you're not okay. You need to call the doctor.
This is when I began to consider how cool Paragon Chiropractic is and how I wish I could just call an office like ours or simply walk in without an appointment and be helped.
Wow.
I came across a survey that listed the top 5 things that people don't like about healthcare facilities. I thought I would share them with you and assure you that we at Paragon Chiropractic do everything in our power to eliminate these disappointments.
Yeah.
Number 1, the staff is not friendly.
Mm.
Number 2, not enough time or connection with the doctor. Number 3, unable to talk to the doctor on the phone. Number 4, doctor's treatment was not cost conscious.
Yeah. Wow. That costs you 15 grand. Is there something else I could do? Yeah, you could use ice.
Oh 5, an unpleasant waiting room.
Yeah.
I think we've all been to other doctors' offices and encountered some or all of these outpoints. I truly hope this has not been the case at Paragon. If so, please let us know as soon as possible so we can make corrections.
Yeah, this is it. No, there's no value or profit in sitting someplace and suffering and not liking things. Life's too short. So if we can do something to make things a little better for you, let us know. Yeah, please let us know.
Heck, if something besides the 5 listed above bothers you about our office, I want to know that as well, and as soon as possible so we can make corrections.
Yeah.
It's kind of the similar analogy to when you can't proofread your own paper.
Yeah.
You can't see the mistypes, the misspellings, and that type of thing. So if there's truly ever any outpoints here, we would love for you to let us know. Like one time I just met someone at a thing, and they said, "Oh, I went to my chiropractor for years, and I stopped going because his breath was so bad." And I go, "Okay." I go, "Did you tell anyone?" He goes, "No, I just stopped going." And it's like, I would love, it's going to be an uncomfortable conversation, but hey, doc, your breath is rank today.
Yeah.
Do you need a piece of I'd much rather have that and, a little egg on my face than to never see anyone again who most likely needs, care. But I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I want everyone who comes to our office to feel welcomed and that they have actually been helped. Novel. Seriously, a person has questions or concerns about their health, they come into our office, meet with one of the doctors, learn something about themselves and that they can use to keep themselves on the path of health and wellness, receive a treatment that is beneficial to them, and they leave feeling better and knowing that they were not only cared for, but cared about.
Yeah, absolutely. You didn't come in here after waiting whatever, and then we slap you around a little bit and give you a whole grocery list of all the things that are wrong with you that you need to now keep your attention on for the rest of whatever, with They may or may not be. You know, I've always complained, it's like, how can somebody know what's wrong with you if they don't know what's right with you? Some of these wrong things might actually be right with you. But oh no, you need to focus on them. These are dangerous. These are horrible.
Well, I overheard you tell a patient, you go, just because it's a finding doesn't mean it has to mean anything.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
I love that.
Yeah, just because it really doesn't. And you're like, oh, but everything you find has to be significant. Not really.
Yeah.
Just part of the way it is.
Yeah. It's not that difficult really, but good luck finding it. Not only in other healthcare facilities, but somewhere else in this wonderful, wonderful world we now find ourselves living in.
Mm-hmm.
It does exist, but a person sometimes really has to look. I'll be honest, I really wish we could help everyone with everything. I really love the Paragon Chiropractic way. But if you ask, we will see what we can do about getting you the help that you need, even if it isn't in our office. Do you know I've heard stories about patients being thrown out of doctors' offices for questioning a treatment recommendation. I think the term used was fired.
Oh, I'm gonna fire you. It's like, oh my gosh. What's stupid? Somebody's coming in, they're vulnerable, they're asking for help, they question something, and the only thing the doctor can do is boot them in the backside and throw them out of the office. My gosh, come on. Just manners, dignity, treat people with respect. At any rate, that's why I'm not reading this.
We're trying to keep this under 10 minutes.
We're trying to keep this under 10 minutes. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you what, I know of a fire for any doctor who would do that to a patient who is ill and vulnerable and asking for help.
Yeah, I got a fire for you. Yeah, I do.
I guess the take-home message before this becomes another Dr. Dave 100-page blog is simply this. A person can never go wrong asking the doctors and staff of Paragon Chiropractic for help. Never. Stop by any time and say hello to Dr. Diane or myself or the kids or Jerry or the dogs or the fish. We will all be glad to see you. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, it really is. It's just, we're here to help. That's what we do. So, I mean, if we're not doing it, then I guess that's not what we are.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just in the fact where, so many people we have make new patient appointments, cancel because they're not sure if we can help. And I call them and it's exactly what we can help with. A woman recently came in because her wrist was killing her. It hurt so bad. It was weak and it couldn't, she couldn't get any strength or anything like that. And she didn't think that's something we could help with. So we tested her strength with a special machine and everything like that. We traced it back up and found out that it was actually a neck issue. We gave her the appropriate treatment and then we tested her strength after and it got markedly more strong and she didn't have any pain in her wrist anymore. And she was going to go to urgent care and have them take an x-ray, which she didn't meet any of the criteria for an x-ray, and they probably would have said, here's a pill for it, here's a referral for PT, and still not gotten her any relief. So
yeah, because they would have fired off an x-ray and they would have found something, but it wouldn't have necessarily been the thing that was generating the pain. And having done that, they would have given her a prescription for something, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't go away, there's always surgery.
Right. And then when that fails, your body just didn't, it's something wrong with your body, didn't take to it.
Yeah, you're just old. Yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's just, get out of the profession. If you don't care and you're not going to try and help somebody, go do something else. You don't got to do this. We don't got to do this. We do this because we enjoy it.
Yeah. And it helps.
And it helps people, and it's always fun to see the smiles and people come back and it's like, hey, you know what? That sounded pretty crazy what you told me, but it works great.
Yeah. So even if it's not something you think we can help with, bounce it off of us and we'll see if something sticks.
Yeah. We either do it or we'll send you somebody who can.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, hit the likes, and I appreciate the comments I've been getting and everything else. So hooray. We'll see you next week with 12 to 12.